We three kings of Orient are bearing gifts, we traverse afar, fear and fountain, more and mountain yonder on the star. Oh, star, what the star of light, star of royal beauty, blind rest, believe step is hidden, bad with perfect light. Christmas. I'm King Ross and you're my loyal subject. It's that time of the bastard week once again where I take a look at all the WTF moments from WWE Raw. And this is a special edition of WTF moments because I won't be swearing throughout the entire video because some gamer lad prick called Benjamin Potter spent 2.5 bastard hours in this very studio. I mean, we're recording this UK time 4 p.m. Unacceptable behaviour from that. Hashtag SHIT game wanker for twats. Whatever that bad catchphrases he uses. We'll get cracking with the nagging. Remember WWE telling us that Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens Battleground would be their last meeting ever? Why the flip did they book it on Raw yesterday then? Why the flip? Flip. I'm not swearing so Sam's editing time is shorter so he can go home earlier. What a lovely guy I am. That was a member berry impression. Last ever meeting though, and then they booked it on Raw, WTF. Remember when Mick Foley told us that Sasha versus Charlotte last week would be their last ever meeting? Then they booked another match at Roadblock, end of the line. WTF have they done that for? With the W meaning why, not what. Another member berry impression, very good, wasn't it? Big Show looking trim, I thought they said everything was bigger in Texas. They lied, didn't they? Set of bastards. Right then, Big Show being a big heel giant probably walked in to help the heel Kevin Owens. Big heel giant Big Show gets pissed off at heel Kevin Owens for shouting at him. So big heel giant Big Show chokeslams big heel, smaller heel Kevin Owens on the mat. Big heel giant Big Show then turns into big friendly face giant Big Show, leaves the ring, claps all the hands, smiles and waves. WTF. Now we all know that during his illustrious career the Big Show has turned more times than insert Blompier metaphor, I don't know, like a bag of rats tumbling slowly down a grassy knoll while being chased by a fire-breathing pigeon. He's bad, isn't he? He's bad, he's a bad man. But this has to be some sort of record for the big man. He walked in a heel, 10 minutes later he's walking out as a face. WTF. WTF. Now I've seen some comments, some of you like the new phrase I coined on yesterday's WTF moment video, so all this turning, I suppose you could say the Big Show's a flip-flop, 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 flip-a-crit. Flip-a-crit, because he's turned sides all the time. Lana and Ruru arguing backstage. Lana throws a ring on the floor. What the flip is she doing? Does she not know what she has with Ruru and she's throwing it all away? She's pissing it down the drain. What is she doing? Does she not know what she has in my bear, my spirit animal, my everything Ruru and she's throwing a ring on the floor? The silly goose. What a weird man Enzo Amore is. He takes issue with men shouting at women, but he thinks it's okay to just walk up to a woman with your willy hanging out, your bare bollock naked, his certified G, in the eyes of a lady, he thinks that's perfectly fine conduct. What a strange, strange little man. Surely shouting's more acceptable than flashing your todger in her face. Who the flippers Lana upset now? Back in the day when Ruru and Lana were part of that wonderful love hexagonal thing with Ziggler and Summer and the rest of them, Lana and Ruru announced their real-life engagement, putting the end to 6 months of wonderful television that we certainly didn't want to see the end of. As punishment for this, we all know that Lana was slut-shamed on TV many times. We saw The Rock saying he hoofed her in some hotel room. We saw The Rock saying a lot of things. She was slut-shamed as punishment for putting an end to some wonderful television. That leads me to ask the question, who the flip is she upset now? She's back to being on television, luring Enzo Amore back to a hotel room, doing some provocative thing where she lifts her thing up and then gets your trousers off. Because she's now Scottish. I know it was part of a master plan by Ruru to lure Enzo into his lair, otherwise known as a hotel room. But anyway, Lana made it look like a bit of a slut once again on WWE television. Who is she upset now? WTF. Take your trousers off. WWE, you know what you are, you know who you are. You're a bunch of regressive pricks. That's why people that get triggered at me all the time, I'm calling them regressive. Sasha claims that she and Charlotte will be making history once again by having an Iron Man match. Now then, I don't know about you, but I think I've seen this match already somewhere. 2 women in an Iron Man match. Remember Sasha and Bayley at Takeover Respect? Yes, I flippin' do. We've already seen 2 women in an Iron Women match. Who would have thought it, hey? Let's all laugh it easy. Let's all laugh it easy. Da 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 da. Hey, da da da. Aye, that's why I remember it. I hate Izzy. What a horrible little girl. And Sasha made her cry. What a lovely woman Sasha is. Who would have thought that TJ Perkins' Titantron thing, you know, the screen on the ramp, still has him with the WWE Cruiserweight Championship? Remember when TJ Perkins was the WWE Cruiserweight Champion? Yes, it was ages ago. Now change the bloody Tron! How hard is it, Kev? Can you not see because your teeth are in your eyes? Not all of Bayley's wacky, wavering, inflatable, flailing, arm flailing, wacky, inflatable men go off. WTF, why has that happened? Because I'm a sick guy and a clever bastard. I've got an answer. Kevin Dunn. Life on the road is tough for Kevin. He can't find much love. Therefore, in his spare time, he likes to make sweet, sweet honey love with those wacky, inflatable, arm flailing, tube main waving men. And as we all know, because he's got fucking massive teeth, he popped 3 of them. What a silly bastard. Of course, Kevin, he can never experience much love because anything he gets close to, it pops because he inserts his teeth into their flesh. Yes, everything Kevin loves is inflatable. Read into that what you will. Michael Cole claims there are huge issues between Bayley and Alicia Fox. These huge issues turn out to be that Bayley was backstage with Cedric Alexander. Bayley gave a bear to Cedric Alexander. Alicia Fox saw this. Alicia Fox walked off. It's hard not to swear right now. I push my fingers into my eyes. Evelina, who can believe it? She's finally debuting after 7 flipping years of promos. Who can believe it? It's finally happening next week. That means one thing. Grab 2 of each animal and head for the bastard border. The end is nigh. The end is nigh. F***ing run away. The end is nigh. Bye. Here is a quote from Michael Cole. This is Raw episode 1228 and we've never ever had a match like this. The match in question, a singles match between Titus O'Neil and Mark Henry. I repeat, a singles match between Titus O'Neil and Mark Henry. Just once more in case you missed it, a singles match between Titus O'Neil and Mark Henry. I push my fingers into my eyes! Who would have thought it? Who would have thought that a match could be so extraordinary between a granddad that nobody cares about anymore and a dad who kisses his son a bit too weirdly on the mouth for anybody's liking? That would be so extraordinary within the 1200 episodes of WWE Raw. Lies, Michael. Why did Enzo Amore keep calling Lana a filly? I googled the word filly because I thought I heard it before, and this is what I saw. A filly is a young female horse that is too young to be called a mare. She doesn't look horsey, but Lillian Garcia, as 2004 WWE Raw told us, you know, when Triple H told her to stop horsing around, etc., etc., she did look like a horse back then. So much so that WWE brought it up on television. I don't know why they're bringing it up about Lana, though. Lana doesn't like a horse. Lana's lovely. So is Lillian, though. Lillian's lovely as well. Horse. Tranquilizers. Ket. Let's get f***ed on Ket. I've sworn. Back to Michael Cole once again, who said that Roman Reigns better be careful not to get himself DQ'd while he was defending his United States Championship against Chris Jericho in a match on WWE Raw. If Reigns did get disqualified, who cares? He would have kept his title. He would have walked on to roadblock, end of the line, defended it against... He's not defending this, he's against Kevin Owens in a match here with the championship on. Anyway, Reigns could have got disqualified, he would have kept his title anyway. It was a non-issue that Michael Cole brought up, WTF. As if Big Cass knows Enzo Amore's phone number off by heart, as if anybody knows their best friend's mobile number off by heart. WTF. What a big weirdo Big Cass is. As we all know, there's only 2 phone numbers you should know off by heart if you're in America. 911 if you're in the UK, 999. Because when you see me, you're going to have to call it, either for the ambulance service or the police, because I'm going to bite your flipping nose off. Flipping PG bite nose. Why would Enzo Amore take a camera crew with him to that hotel room where he was going to meet Lana for what he thought was going to be some hanky-panky? Lana was stringing them along. Enzo thought, giggity, giggity, giggity goo, I'm going to get my end away here. But as we saw, he turned up to the hotel room with a camera in his face. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? Why would he do that? Then he got into the room. There was another camera there. This was a multicam setup, a professional thing. It was shot like a porno. He turned up to do a promo. It was shot like a porno. And because of this, I've written down some wrestling-centric porno names down that Enzo could have used if he didn't intend to shoot this as a promo. Porno. Porn! Blot! Maybe he could do One Night in Russia, you know, like One Night in China. Lana's Russian. Or maybe he could do Ravishing Side Up in through Soviet Gate, you know, like Sonny's porno. Sunny Side Up in through the back door. Either way, we all have to question whether Enzo Amore has watched wrestling before. There was 2 cameras there. He was walking into a hotel room. When does that ever end well? The answer is never. Do you even watch wrestling, bro? No, he doesn't, because he walked straight into that trap with Lana and Ruru. What a beautiful trap it was. Still slutty shamed Lana a bit though, didn't he? Ooh, take your trousers off. We saw my bear, we saw my spirit animal, we saw my everything. Ruru break Enzo Amore through a coffee table. That didn't make any sense. He broke a coffee table. Balls. He put Enzo through a coffee table. He got a light stand with a nice big mahogany thing on the bottom and broke that over Enzo's back. Then he got a vase and he cracked it over Enzo's head. Big plot hole here, a plot yawning chasm because it's bigger than a hole, far bigger. We all know that this was Lana's hotel room, a hotel room that Lana presumably paid out of her own pocket. Rusev broke all that furniture inside the hotel room. Rusev and Lana are going to get charged for those broken things. Did they not think that through before they put Enzo through them all? I don't think they did, silly buggers. It's the classic football fans away trip, you know. Football fans go away from home to a different stadium, trash the toilets, their own club ends up paying the bill. Silly bastards didn't think it through. Yes, we all have to admit that Charlotte pointing at a prone, unconscious Sasha Banks on the ring mat and saying to Ric Flair, "That's your trophy," that was a bit flipping creepy, wasn't it? A bit too much for me. I suppose we can only assume one thing from this, that is how Ric Flair likes them, face down and unconscious. Slander. Ooh, bit of a weird sight though, wasn't it? That's it. That's for the WTF. Oh, well now. Since I've been a good little boy, Sam has passed me a bit of paper that allowed me one expletive to round off the show. So that's it for all your WTF moments for WWE Raw. F*** off! Just f*** off! F*** you! F*** off! Oh yeah!
Hello, magazine called Wrestling. That's right, it's time for issue 3 of Wrestling, this time focusing on the 100 greatest wrestlers of all time. That's been decided by our votes, wrestlers' votes, and of course, your votes. There's a big feature on the practice of blading, and of course, a How WWE Should Have Booked written by this guy. This time, How WWE Should Have Booked the anonymous Raw general manager. Not only that, but there are 5 covers of WhatCulture Wrestling 3 to collect out there. Can you catch them all? I don't care. Wrestling! As ever, you can pre-order the magazine by going to shop.whatculture.com.